Okay, and we're back again, and in this video we'll talk on quadratic equations, and this time we'll be using completing the square method to solve it. In the last video I talked on the factorization method, and this video I'll talk about completing the square method, and the next we'll also talk about quadratic formula, that's almighty formula, which is also derived using this completing the square method. So let's take an example at once. We have x squared plus 3x plus 2 equals 0. So the basic thing about completing the square method is simply adding half square of the coefficient of x to both sides. That's just the basic thing. Okay. At first we have to divide all through by the coefficient of x squared, which is 1. So if I divide all through, I still get the same equation. Then I'm going to move 2 to the other side. That gives me x squared plus 3x equals to minus 2. Yes, we have to move c. 2 is c. We have to move it to the other side of the equation. Now this is the coefficient of x3. As I said, the basic thing is adding half square of the coefficient of x to both sides. So we're going to take half square of the coefficient of x, which is 3. So taking half of it, half square of it. Okay. Now I'm going to add this to both sides of the equation. This gives me 3 over 2 square. I'm going to add this to both sides of the equation, giving me x squared plus 3x plus 3 over 2 square equal to minus 2 plus 3 over 2 square. Okay, now from here, this whole thing factorizing it just gives me x plus 3 over 2 square. Yes, because if I open this, I'll still get the whole of this again. So this is equal to minus 2 plus 3 squared is 9 over 2 squared is 4. Then this gives me x plus 3 over 2 all squared equal to, I take the LCM of these two. This gives me 4 times minus 2 gives me minus 8 plus 9. This gives me 3x plus 3 over 2 all square equal to minus 8 plus 9 gives me 1 over 4. So all I'm going to do is transfer the square to the other side, giving me x plus 3 over 2. That's, I'm taking the square of both sides, so that will give me square cancel square root. So I'm taking the square root of both sides, so that square will cancel square root. Now this is equal to plus or minus 1 over 4. That's plus or minus the square root of 1 over 4. So to find the value of my x, I simply subtract both sides by 3 over 2. This will give me x at this side, and 3 over 2 minus 3 over 2 plus or minus square root of 1 over 4. So let's find the value of our x. X would be equal to x is equal to minus 3 over 2. Now let's take plus first, plus square root of 1 over 4, and this gives me minus 3 over 2 plus square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2, so that's 3. Yeah, taking the LCM, which is 2, that's the same thing, gives me minus 3 plus 1, and this is equal to 2 minus, equal to minus 2 over 2, which is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to minus 1, or we take the negative side now, giving me x equal to minus 3 over 2 minus square root of 1 over 4, which gives me minus 3 over 2 minus square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2. So altogether have x to give me. They all have this they have the same LCM. That's actually denominator, that's 2. This gives me minus 3 minus 1. That's from here. Minus 3 minus 1, which is equal to minus 4 over 2, which is equal to minus 2. Therefore, x will be equal to minus 1 or minus 2. That's the simple thing using method of completing the square. Let me go over it again. The first thing you do using method of completing the square is that you divide all through, that's both this side and this side, with the coefficient of x squared. But here the coefficient of x squared is 1, so everything remains. Then we'll divide, then we'll add the half square of the coefficient of x to both sides. So the coefficient of x here was 3. I took half square of it, that's 3 over 2 square, and I added it to both sides. If you open this bracket, you find out you still get this equation. So all I did was factorize. Then I just added these two to give me 1 over 4. That's square root of 1 over 4. Then I just collected like terms and found the value of my x respectively. Okay, if the video has been helpful to you, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can simply send it to my email, okay, which is imapeter700@gmail.com. Yeah, so feel free, and thank you.